Hi, how are you? I'm Mr. Muso. Today we want to talk about the Weimar Republic. The Weimar Republic, it came to power after the Versailles settlement. We see that this was a new government that was introduced in Germany after the World War I. It was led by a socialist who was known as Friedrich Ebert. So when he came to power, we see him implementing so many reforms that were aimed at restoring Germany so that Germany was not going to cause another war like what it had done in 1914. We want to talk about the problems that were faced by this government. It faced so many problems when it came to power. Which were these problems that it faced? That is what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about the economical, the political, and the social problems that was faced by the Weimar Republic. Number one, political problems. Uprisings were the order of the day. People were revolting. Why were they revolting? It is because of the price of bread that were always rising. The Weimar, instead of solving the problem that the people were facing, they had to rob people, they had to crush, they had to thwart those revolts, and that led to their unpopularity. Another political problem was that of associating themselves with the great statesmen on the Versailles settlement, implementing the democracy, the reforms that were given to them by the statesmen on the Versailles settlement. Foreign democracy that was introduced by the Weimar Republic, it led them to be unpopular. Associating themselves with the Versailles settlement, which was regarded as a diktat, which was hated by so many people in France, in Germany, it led the Weimar Republic to be unpopular in Germany. So the people did not want them to associate with the Versailles settlement in the country. Another problem that was faced by the Weimar Republic, it was because of narrow franchise. Very few people were in a position of voting. That frustrated the people. Another problem was the issue of press censorship. Newspapers, they were censored. The people did not want newspapers to be censored. Unfair system of justice, it was another problem that was faced by the Weimar Republic. So because of these problems, it explains why later on Hitler rose to power. Economical problems, we see that the economy was in shambles. The prices of goods yet skyrocketed. The price of goods were high to the people. That led the Weimar Republic to be unpopular. Why? Because they could not revamp the economy that was in shambles. Unemployment was so high. We see that so many people were not employed. That again explains why uprisings were the order of the day. It was another problem that was faced by the Weimar Republic. Then you also move on and talk about poor agricultural activities. They did nothing to expand agriculture, to revive agricultural productivity in the country. Problems of food, problems of hunger were the order of the day. Why? Because they did not do much to revamp or revive the economy in the country. Social problems, we see that they had social problems such as, number one, the rate of unemployment, it was too high. Nothing again was done to assist the people with food who were facing so many problems in the country. Poor education, again, people were not receiving a good education. The education was affected by the World War I. The people wanted the Weimar to act, to do something in terms of education. Nothing much was done to do that. Again, the relations with the church, they were not all that solid. So that again led the Weimar to be unpopular. So because of these problems now, Blazo Hitler now, he had to promise the people, he had to assure the people, he had to write his book, The Mein Kampf, assuring the people that these problems that they were facing, they were going to be a thing of the past. He was a good orator, a good speaker. Eventually, in 1933, he was invited by Gustav Stresemann. Hitler came, and he was given a new position in the country, marking the end of the Weimar Republic. That is what we have on the problems that were faced by the Weimar Republic. I'm Mr. Muso.